Every year our company hosts a conference down in Sun Valley, and so it's a technical conference by trade. It's called the Power Delivery Design Conference, so a lot of things related to transmission, substation, and the like. And so it's usually done in late February, early March, and we have a lot of clientele that come from all over the US. And it's been a great venue because it's there in the mountains there of Idaho. For some, it's about the only winter weather exposure they get, and of course Sun Valley has a great reputation as far as skiing is involved, and there's people that find all sorts of excuses to come out to our conference and then also have a little bit of fun. So over the years, many times I've hosted a snowmobile ride the day after the conference, and there's enough local people or also people from other areas that come along with us, and we always have a great time. So this last winter, it wasn't real great from the snowfall perspective. There were pockets that were pretty decent. There were some places downright awful, but there was a lot of, snowtail watching and things like that to see maybe where it had snow and where it didn't. So one of my colleagues, he's down there in Denver, and we've been talking for the last couple of years of, we should get together and try to get a ride put together. And so we had targeted this conference here in early March to be able to do that. And it got to the point where we were watching the snow, and neither one of us had made travel arrangements at that time. And was the snow going to be good enough to go, or wasn't it? So I think finally the week before, it looked like it might be okay, might be excused to at least go out and do some sightseeing. We finally said, all right, let's make this happen. So he trailered, put his snowmobile in the back of his pickup all the way from Denver, drove there to Sun Valley, Idaho. My snowmobile is here in Billings, so I went ahead and I threw mine in the back of the pickup, made the long 500-mile trip down to Sun Valley. So getting down there, it's probably about the sparsest I've ever seen for snow this time of year, especially right there around Haley and Ketchum, where Sun Valley's at, and it didn't look super great going to the north. But we had a great conference, we had a fun time, and it ended up just being the two of us, so finally we decided on that Friday, let's go take a ride. So there's a riding area north of Ketchum, let's call it 8 to 10 miles, and I don't know what the official name is, but it's at the Baker Creek drainage. And so a couple of years ago I made a snowmobile video, and we were on the east side of that parking lot, across that river there. I think the Silver Creek side, I think is what it's called. And we had a pretty good time. But this time we went the side I prefer, where Baker Creek is. And there's a loop there called the Norton Baker loop. And so all this footage that you're gonna see is all part of that Norton Baker loop. Is there anything crazy in the video? Probably not. We're two mid-40-something-year-old guys that are just out having a good time sightseeing. It's a route I've been a couple times. I don't ride it all that often. I've probably ridden it 4 or 5 times. And so there was a little bit of trial and tribulation as we made our way through the route and trying to figure out exactly where we needed to go. But as it ended up, and you'll see in the video, the snow was actually better than we thought it was going to be. We actually found spots we could do some powder turns. We could go play on the hillsides and not worry about slides too bad or anything like that. My friend Mark, he brought his Polaris Boost, which I think was a 2025, and so I had a chance to ride it a little bit here and there and had a good time. And so we even drag raced each other, and my old sled did better than I thought, but he did still beat me, as you'll see here later. We even got a spot where we get to see Mark as he gets to climb up a mountain to retrieve his avalanche shovel and other little theatrics such as that. So I hope you enjoy it. If nothing else, it's maybe some scenery, and if you're thinking about going riding in that area, maybe it'll help, further make that decision for you. Hey, maybe this is a spot I do want to check out. So I guess stay tuned. Hope you like it. start down here somewhere? Where do we want to go? Let's see. So there's that little tree there. If we start about here, see that little one? Not this one right in front of me, but the next one?
I see it.
Let's see who gets there first.
All right.
So let's go over here and line them up. Further left, I'll kind of aim toward, there's that little thing poking out of the snow.
Yeah.
And so that should give us enough room.
Got it.
So how are we going to do this? How are we going to know when to start?
You want to do 1, 2, and go on 3?
So we can you hear me?
Yeah.
So I say 1, 2, 3, we go on 3?
On 3.
All right, ready? 1, 2, 3. Eyes wide open.
I was gonna say, you beat me like you were way good.
Yeah, I got the jump on you in that first race, and then you got me. But
that was awesome. This thing still goes.
It runs pretty good. That's why I told you, I seen that ad for that one with the turbo on it. I bet that son of a bitch runs.
That would be crazy on that thing.
Yeah.
That would be just nuts.
Yeah.
That was fun.
Yeah, what do you want to do? Just keep dinking around? Are you ready to go to the next spot?
Yeah, let's go over. Let's take it off.
Yeah, we'll just kind of dink around here. We'll just kind of high mark and get to that bench.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'll keep going.
pretty, dude.
Yeah.
We'll have to get a picture again. Going, well, heck, this is a pretty good spot too, but
It'll be just as good over here, I think.
yeah, set the sleds up and get a picture.
Yep. Yep. Go first. I'm gonna kind of hit this line. I can't remember if it's to the right or to the left. I'll go to the left. I think that's maybe where it is. Now I'm getting closer. So let me go first.
Yeah.
Because it is pretty tight up there.
Okay.
And then once you see me drop off, then go ahead and come.
Okay.
We kind of drop off here.
Okay.
We're going to drop down this drainage, and we'll get to a spot. We'll head back up
That way?
that way.
Okay.
Just trying to remember how to go down. But yeah, that cornice didn't build, but there used to be a, sometimes there'd be a big cornice right there.
I can see that. You could totally tell.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, we can maybe drop. I always hate this way where the wind blows. You never know if there's a drop or not, but we'll just kind of go here and swing back down.
Sounds good.
definitely time for lunch. Had to do a couple up and down runs just to put a little extra cookage on the burrito. So what a terrible day. Nice, sunny, snow's better than we thought. Geez, this sucks. I should be inside the house today. Alright, here I am on the Boost. If I'm qualified to ride this pig. Yeah, that was fun, thanks.
Heck yeah, man.
I don't know if it looked like it. I started pulling the power wheelie at the top.
You got into it. I could see it going.
Yep.
That was awesome, man. Nice.
First time I let off a little bit, and the second time I was like, yeah, we're gonna pull it a little higher.
I could tell.
Yeah, that was fun. Yeah, thanks.
Heck yeah, man. So yeah, so hit this and then go, is it that way, did you say?
Yeah, we'll just pop over this little hill and then just a little bit further west.
That sounds great.
Okay, I might take one more just quick run.
Heck yeah.
Heck of it, and then head that way.
Sounds good.
Now I was getting with the beans.
Yeah.
I had her pegged.
That was awesome. It was cool too because you can, well, you'll hear it in the video. You can hear the turbo and you can really hear it.
Yeah.
It's good.
Cool. Mark decided to take a run up the hillside there. I've been up there once in the past. He got up there and I'm guessing the cornice didn't look so great in front of him the way he was going. There's not a lot of extra room up there. So he's gonna have to get himself turned around, but he's on his own at that point. But I think he's gonna take some pictures too, so that might be what he's doing before he comes back down. But you can kind of see this nice big bowl. Of course, it's got big cornices at the top of it, so gotta be a little careful and see some remnants of some avalanches. Certain point here and there. So we'll do just a little more playing right in this spot. I'm not gonna get too crazy trying to climb out of there or anything, but kind of see what some of the scenery looks like looking toward the east. Got some nice big peaks from the top there. It's a fantastic view. You can see mountains basically as far as you can see in every direction. But yeah, couldn't ask for a nicer day. It's just pretty beautiful, nice and sunny, good company. So we'll wait for Mark to come back down the hill. Still not sure at this point if Mark's taking pictures or if something went wrong. I won't let him be up there forever, but I'll give him a little more time just in case. Because it's not a great spot up there. There's not a lot of room. I think I can probably get there easy enough, but seeing where he's sitting, I don't know if I would need to dig it in or what, but we'll give him a few more minutes. Here he comes. He must have got stuck. Like I said, I wouldn't have let him be up there forever, but he got it figured out. I bet he's gonna be tired though. Maybe cranky too. I guess we'll see. Get stuck.
That is not how to do it.
You know, well, I wouldn't have let you be up there forever, but I knew there wasn't a lot of room up there either. So
there was nowhere for you to be up there.
Yeah, I didn't think so. Usually my rule is like, yeah, you're kind of on your own.
No, that's an on me. Yeah, I just had to make a little bench.
Yep.
Roll it on the bench and then boop.
Agreed. So Mark dropped his shovel. He thinks he sees it right above those boulders there. So he's gonna go up there, attempt to stick it on the side of the hill and get his shovel. So I better film this. I don't want him to wreck, but just in case he decides to roll his sled down the hill or something, I better have video evidence of that. Let's see how good Mark is at sticking it on the side of the hill. Yeah, I'm afraid there's probably too little snow, too hard to layer. That sucks. You're just gonna have to go up there and stick it again so you get your shovel.
That's just it.
You can't hold the hill, can you?
I can't hold the hill.
Yeah. I figured that when I seen you. I was like, ew, not happening.
Maybe I'll go up a ways and then hike it. I hate to believe it. It's like right there.
Yeah.
I'll see how close I can get.
Which seems close, but that's a hell of a climb.
It's not. Well,
right.
Hey, you should hit some of this stuff.
I'm going to.
Dicking around.
I was actually filming you just in case when you tried to stick your sled, in case you rolled it down the hill, so I could have it video proof. That's the only reason I didn't go riding.
Fair enough.
Probably thinks he's close. He is gonna be tuckered. Flat, tuckered by the time he makes it up there. Glad it's him and not me. I hope he rides the shovel downhill though. If he doesn't, he's gonna waste a really good opportunity. I sure hope that happens. Stay tuned. I bet it's been another 10 minutes since the last time we talked, and Mark is a trooper, absolute trooper. I can't believe this hill hasn't broken his spirit yet. So he's still going, but I bet he's gonna be ready to leave as soon as he can get back down to his sled. This is a real man maker of a moment for him. Poor Mark. All right, so about another 10 minutes has passed. We're gonna take a look. I know we've seen the scenery before, but let's take another good look at the scenery around here. Pretty good, pretty good. Now let's check in on Mark. Here we go, slow pan, slow pan. Mark is now to the rocks. I can't believe he hasn't had to stop to throw up yet. I really hope when he gets up there that it actually is his shovel. That would be pretty terrible. He thinks it is, but wouldn't that be terrible if he got up there and realized that in fact it's not? We will see, folks. Stay with us as we get some more live updates into the situation. Mark is now to his shovel. I'm guessing it's his shovel. Is he going to try to write it down? I will never let him live out this moment. Oh, is he sitting? Is he going for it? Oh, I think he's trying to give it a go. Yes! Yes! That is way better than walking, ladies and gentlemen. A little more hard pack, you'd be going a little faster, but we had actually joked ahead of time that if the snow was really, really terrible, that we would get our avalanche shovels out and we would find a spot and ride them down the hill. So hopefully that's what he was thinking of when he decided that I can't walk anymore. I'm going down. Let me use this very small piece of metal and try to ride it down the hill. Kudos to you, Mark, for trying to make this work. He's in the final home stretch. So close. Oh, it just keeps building up too much snow. He gave me the wave. Either that or he's about ready to go into shutdown, and that was just his arm twitching before he falls over dead. I guess we'll see. Alright, I'm gonna go down the hill and we'll meet our hero down there so he can tell us about the whole ordeal. Hey, so I'm feeling pretty refreshed right now. You ready to go do some more riding?
Ooh, man.
How bad did that suck?
That sucked bad. I'm not sure it was worth it, but I like that shovel, so.
I was doing a play-by-play commentary on my video.
Oh, yeah.
I even said, I was like, he better ride that shovel down the hill.
Yeah, I did.
I've seen that.
Yeah. I was trying to pick up some speed, too.
Yeah.
I got in the track, and I was like, but then I thought about it. I was like, wait, if all this snow hits the sled, I wonder what's going to happen. And luckily, it didn't.
Yeah.
So.
I was way better walking.
Oh, way better. Yeah. Dude.
into the creek.
That there?
Yeah, that would have been pretty easy.
We could have easily, yeah, we could have come down that.
Oh well, made it into adventure.
You're right. We could have done that.
Yeah, I thought I'd, you know, when I was down about here, I was kind of looking,
Yeah.
but then you know how it is. You get somewhere else, and you're like, well, I don't remember what it looked like, but
You're right, though. I mean, it just looked more gnarly from
it
up
did.
there.
It doesn't matter now, but I just thought, I noticed our tracks, and I thought, well, geez, I might just take a look.
Yeah, I hear you.
Oh well,
Oh well,
it was a good adventure.
there you go. Yep.
On the way down?
Nah, I'm good.
I'm not gonna bomb it too hard, but we'll just stay steady and go out.
I'm good.
Perfect.
So for those of you that made it to the end, I hope you enjoyed the video. Thanks again for watching, and we'll catch you on the next one.